What's up, YouTube? It's Brandon Winters back with another video. Before I get started, I just want to let everybody know that I'm not doing this for bragging rights. I'm doing this to hopefully impact and change people's lives. So when I tell stories, it's not because I want to brag to people about things. It's hopefully they can use them and learn them and apply them to their life so they don't make the same decisions I did. Because some of the stories may sound cool that I'm about to tell you or whatnot, but they definitely weren't cool, and they definitely weren't something I'd want to relive, and I don't wish that upon anybody. So I'm going to start off by telling you guys, when I first got sentenced to prison, I thought everything was a joke. I thought it was all fun and games. I got sentenced by the judge, and instead of crying and showing emotion, I laughed at the judge because of embarrassment. I thought it'd be funny, and it pissed him off even more. I thought that if I didn't show my emotion, he would change his ruling or whatever it may be and let it go. Well, that didn't happen. He gave me the maximum sentence I could get. And when they took me away, I just remember looking in the courtroom and seeing nobody there for me, nobody to fight for me or nothing. I might have had one person in there that was in tears, but all the friends and family and everybody that supposedly was supposed to be there, they weren't there. Everybody that says they're your homies or they'll ride or die for you or whatever the hell that may be, that's the furthest thing from it. When I was there, when I got sentenced, nobody was there. So I got taken back into the jail. I was in a walking boat. The dogs attacked me and in my case and put me away. I was locked up. I was on a walking boat, and the federal inmates, they had me in maximum security. The federal inmates decided they were gonna protest and riot and do all kinds of stuff, but I wasn't able to walk or defend myself even at that. And when they decided to do what they did, which was riot, break out windows, all kinds of crazy things that you wouldn't even think is possible, flooding toilets, breaking TV stands, breaking out windows, using weapons to try to assault the police officers. It was pretty crazy. It was pretty traumatic, I guess you could say. But also, when all that happened, I was stuck in my room and I couldn't get out. So when the cops finally decided to take action, I was disabled, and they started using tear gas and all kinds of pepper spray, and I couldn't breathe. I was choking. It felt like I was choking on my own spit. My eyes were on fire. Skin was burning. All the things that you hear about it was true. It really happened to me, and I felt it. And I was stuck in my room. I couldn't even get out to do anything. So the only thing I did is I wet a towel and I wrapped it around my face, and I just tried to breathe slow and hoped that helped. And I had another towel. I laid it at the bottom of my door and hoped that would stop all the smoke and gas from coming into my room, but it didn't help. Not even a little bit. I guess it's just a necessary precaution. We all think we could contain gas, but we couldn't. But again, back to what I was saying is, I couldn't do nothing. I was helpless. I was in a world that I wasn't ready for. And they put me in there to let me think about all the crimes and things I did wrong. But at the time, I wasn't ready to accept it. I wasn't okay with it. I was still like not okay with it. Yeah, I was scared. I didn't know what I was doing. I just turned 18, 19, and I didn't know what was going on. First time in a big boy jail. But when when these guys start riding like that, I didn't know what to expect. I was delusional. I was not thinking clearly, and I just stood on my bed in shock. And finally, a couple hours go by, and a cop, I'll never forget it, a cop runs in my room, and I have a walking boot on. I can barely walk, and he picks me up and throws me over his shoulder and sends me all the way down the tier, down the stairs, through a sliding door, and sets me in the hallway, and these nurses come up and give me medical attention. Keep in mind, I can't breathe, I can't think, I don't know what's going on. And as I'm sitting there, I hear grenades going off, smoke grenades, rubber bullet grenades, and all kinds of crazy things going on. But I still don't really understand what I'm getting myself into at this time. And I'm delusional about all the thing that's going on. I'm still thinking I'm going to get out tomorrow, but little did I know I wasn't getting out tomorrow. And I just remember thinking back about all the nurses helping me, and thinking like I could get out of this, I could manipulate them out of this, but it didn't happen. And the reason why I share that story with you is because nowadays a lot of young people think that they can manipulate or talk people out of things. They could try to talk their way out of things. They could talk people into doing things they want them to do. And that's the biggest deceitfulness, whatever you may call it, that we could ever imagine. Because if you break a law and you commit a crime, you are going to get punished for it. And we all need to understand, in order to stop making those crimes happen, we need to change our thoughts, change our thought process, and be there and open up to other people, and stop being ashamed to ask somebody else for help, because there's always somebody out here to help. And if you don't have nobody, I'm willing to help. It don't matter who you are, what you are. If you reach out, I'll do anything I can to help. But that's it for this episode. I'm going to have to cut it short on this one. But don't forget, click the subscribe button below, share with your friends, and make sure you hit like. Thanks for your time.